They start putting down a story. After they kill me, right, because they were badass back then, they were willing to die for what they believed in. Still, there's badasses today who do it. After they kill me, this is what you say. Is that a possibility?
Of course. But then how do you dismiss the centurions who guarded the tomb night and day?
Fair enough. Maybe they were in on it.
Oh, okay. They took the Roman guards and convinced them that they should let them loose.
Like I said, it's just a question, and that was good. You know, I don't know. Like I said, you know, there's rules to the universe, and you know, if you go back, there's scriptures that we haven't even found yet that date back.
By the way, it's not called rules. It's called laws. There are scientific laws. There's
Fair enough.
There's a difference between theory and laws. Laws means it's absolute. You can add to a law, but a law is the truth. So
Not always.
In physics and in science and in math, there are laws that they know for sure.
Well, no, that's not 100% true though, because a law doesn't mean it's final. That's why I like to call it a rule. Listen.
Man-made. I'm not talking about that.
Well, everything is man-made. Everything is made by humans. So
No, I'm not talking about those kind of laws. I'm talking about the laws of science. They have no other word for it, so they call it. You need to do
right. So let me give you an example. I know what you're talking about. Let me give you an example. We have the speed of light, right?
Yes.
Now, a physicist would say that that's a law of the universe, meaning it is absolute. And I think it's something like, you know, a million miles an hour, you know, something like that, right?
Yeah, the
So,
number is arbitrary. We don't care.
No, it's not arbitrary. They have math, and you know, I don't have time to look it up because I don't have my laptop on me. But listen, wait, Mom. So you have the speed of light, which is pretty verified. It's verified. So that's one they consider a law of the universe, meaning it's the absolute fastest speed in the universe, right? That's what they believe. You can't break that speed of light. Wait, you can't break the speed of light, and there's nothing close to so that one's pretty solid as a law, right? Well, there's wait. There's wait, Mom, wait a second. Wait. Mom, hold on. There's physicists who believe that it's not absolute. Okay? So what does that tell you? The most verified thing in the universe, or one of the most verified things in the universe, the speed of light, is not 100% verified.
I told you can add to the law.
What?
But you change the law. It's a law, so that makes it positive. You can add to it. In other words, they can say, well, in this universe, not this universe, this galaxy, light travels at 3,500 miles per second. But
Close,
in
I think.
the next galaxy, it picks up speed, and it goes
Ooh, I like it.
300 miles per hour, because their whatever is around them, space, etc., accelerates it. You can add to that law. You cannot take it away.
Well, no, that's not exactly true though, because in this universe, where you know, top men, as I say, scientists and physicists like Neil deGrasse Tyson, Michio Kaku, Dr. Stephen Allen Green, or Dr. Brian Greene, and Dr. Brian Cox. You know, these guys are working on completing Einstein's theory of relativity, right? So that means they want to figure out everything, which is almost impossible, I believe. But so as they work on it, they're finding new things every day. And one of those things, I don't know which physicist it is, but they have open minds, so they question the speed of light in this universe. Not in another universe, because I agree with you. I think everything is connected into another universe. Same thing with gravity. Gravity here is considered, for us as humans, it's one of the strongest forces, right? We feel it every day. We're stuck to the ground with it, literally. But it's considered the weakest of the four major forces in the universe. And you think about that, it's like, how can it be the weakest? Because it almost controls everything on our daily life. It controls the tides. It controls how we walk, how we talk. We throw a ball up in the air, it goes down. So gravity is, it's there always, and it's the weakest. So what does that mean? So there's physicists who explain it that, well, it's the weakest here, but it's possible that it comes from another universe, and it's the strongest in the other universe, but we only feel it so much here. Does that make sense?
That's true, then no living thing would, depending on how forceful it is.
Right.
But if it's much stronger on another galaxy, then, and on another Earth-like place, then you couldn't get up and down. You couldn't even lift your foot if the gravity was that strong.
Well, everything is relative, so they now know that there's.
Doesn't change the law. It only changes how you exist with that law.
Or
Obviously cannot exist.
Your relative existence. So everything is relative. So if for us to feel the same amount of gravity on another planet, it would have to have the same situations, I guess. It would have to be relative to the sun that it.
Parallel universes where we all have a second life somewhere else, but there are certain
Infinite.
changes. Like my first husband didn't die.
Infinite.
And you don't exist on that universe.
There's infinite possibilities, and that's one of them.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, this stuff could blow your mind. And you want me to think, you want me to absolutely consider that there are other parallel, existences for me?
Yeah, of course I do.
And I should not have faith in one God and in the three. It's just as mind-blowing, and if you ask me, a lot more fictitious. And there is one more universal law that I'd like you to consider. If it does not exist, we cannot think of it. Do you know that?
If it does not exist, we cannot think of it.
That's right. We can only think of things that exist.
Right.
You can, again, like the laws of science, you can add to the things that exist. You can make believe that there's a fish monster or a little green man from Mars, or anything that your mind can come up with. But you cannot come up with something that does not exist.
Right, well, that's where the whole balance things. I just started comedy, so I respect a lot of comedians, especially Joe Rogan, who's one of the the best out there, and he's very ethical in the way he does things, and he explains how it's very easy for one comic to pick up another comic's jokes, so to speak, and maybe that person intentionally stole the joke, but maybe not. Maybe it just came from something they heard, or maybe it's a little bit different than that. Maybe it's a little bit from the collective consciousness. So,
on what you already know.
but that's where the balance comes in. So everything's out there already. You never have an original thought in your life, but you do, if you know what I mean. So it's all there. You take it, but it has to be a balance. You can't outright, steal something and disrespect it. And that's not just with jokes. That's on your everyday life. That's with religion. That's with love. That's with politics.
Right. May I tell you just a cute story?
Of course.
You can't watch television because you don't have a TV, right?
Thanks for rubbing it in.
It's a commercial on that I absolutely love. And it's Tarzan and Jane flying through the jungle, and they come to a tree, and she says, "You don't know where you're going." And he says, "God knows where he's going." She says, "No, you don't." And she turns around and she says, "Could you tell us where the waterfall is? Could you tell us where the waterfall is?" And there's this monkey shaking his head. No. He's not talking. He's just shaking his head. Now, these are real people and a real monkey. So she turns around and he says to her...
A monkey or a chimpanzee? A monkey or a chimpanzee?
Chimpanzee. He's going, no. But he's not saying anything. It's a real chimpanzee.
Monkeys are cuter.
No. But let me finish the commercial.
Fair enough.
She turns to him and he says, "I'm king of the jungle. Not Tarzan, king of the jungle. Tarzan know where Tarzan going." She goes, "Tarzan doesn't know where he goes." And then they get on the pine and they swing off and he goes, "Oh," like he always did. And she says, "You have to do that in my ear." Now, I find this hysterical. And David says, "Ma, that has been done to death. That is so, how do you find that funny?" That is so old. I said, honey, it is old. Everybody knows that couples fight over direction. And men, for some reason, refuse to ask, where is such and such? So they did it with Tarzan and Jane asked the monkey, or the chimpanzee. And of course, the chimpanzee didn't know what the hell she was talking about.
Right.
And Tarzan's mad because she asked for direction. Yes, it's been done to death. It has. This is one of the funniest things about human nature. Men don't want to ask. Women would rather ask and get there. You know?
Right.
And dismissed it. Oh, that's not funny. It's been done to death.
Well, that's why I love the I think I haven't seen them in a long time, but the Geico caveman commercials are excuse me are one of my favorites because people would say those are stupid commercials, but they're done so well, especially when they first started them, because it's subtle marketing and it's subtle humor. Because the cave guy is this intellectual. What?
It's a subtle knock against people who are prejudiced.
Right. He gets all pissed off because it's so easy a caveman can do it, but he's smart as fuck, so he's like, he gets all mad. But people don't get that. But they got a little carried away. They jumped the shark with the commercial. But that's what I'm saying. It's a balance. But those are like the funniest commercials when they're subtle and they make you think. But I still have not bought Geico, but it works.
Yeah, well, I happen to have Geico. By the way, this commercial is a Geico commercial.
Absolutely. Fair enough. Brought to you by Geico.
Yeah, but they have the best commercials going anyway. Some of them are so funny, you die laughing.
What's their...
Yes, it's been done before, but when you put a new twist on it, it's funny.
Right.
The whole thing is that it's familiar.
Right.
Yeah.
Let me back up a little bit. The other day when we talked, you asked me questions about medical marijuana. Have you researched it more?
No, I can't. I go to the doctor on Wednesday, and I'm going to ask him.
Be careful.
But yes, everybody says the same thing. It would calm my nerves down. I would hardly shake at all.
Let's back up. Let's be fair. Everybody or just me?
No, everybody.
Who'd you come to first, though?
Victor, for one.
Yeah,
David. David's the one that told me in the first place. I didn't know it would work.
Who told you about it first?
David.
No, has David ever smoked weed in his life?
I have no idea, but he told me.
You came to me and asked me a question, and I appreciate that, because everybody else in the family, not everybody else, but some people in the family dismiss it. And, a year ago, you told me that you would never try marijuana because it, quote unquote, made your people in your family act like zombies. Did you not say that?
Yeah, but I didn't know that I knew it had medicinal. I didn't say I would never take it. I even said to you, God knows what I will do if I need to. I mean, I know that it helps cancer patients. Why would I deny a cancer patient relief?
Right.
So
No, I just want a little credit where credit's due. I mean...
No, David actually said to me about 3 months
fair
ago,
enough.
You know what would help your nerves, your shake? Right. Not my nerves, because nerves are anxiety. This is physical... manifestation of the nervous system shaking,
Yeah, what?
It's a central nervous
fibromyalgia.
Huh?
You got fibromyalgia?
Maybe. It's a central nervous condition. Central nervous system.
Right. I told you, and I'm going to ask, I have, on Twitter, there's a radio show that I listen to, a podcast called Weird Medicine, and the doctor there is very smart, and I'm going to ask him a question about, because shaking runs in our family, and I believe it's related to dopamine. I don't know if it's a...
It is, because they wanted to give me the medicine for it, and I won't take it unless I told you, unless it really interferes with my life, my everyday life, where I can't function properly because I'm shaking so hard, then I will consider taking the bad medicine.
It's not a bad medicine. You're 76 years old. You taking a small amount of dopamine for the rest of your life is not going to affect you. It's not a bad medicine. I will back it up. I'll get as much research as possible. But me taking it at my level, not good, because I used to take opiates. So that's a problem. If I absolutely needed it, where the shaking was interfering in my life, then I would.